play.
We are starting sitting on the ball, or if you have the small ball, you can sit on the chair on the ball, like I'm always showing ball variations on the chair on the ball with both feet grounded, or on your ball. It doesn't matter which size is your ball. So try to find a center space. My ball today is a little bit bigger. Okay. Maybe you need to take your feet a little bit wider so you have more balance. And we're just going to take the hands behind the head, interlace your fingers, shoulders down, and we start bringing the elbows close together and lowering the head to exhale. And then inhale, lift the head, open the elbows, and try to lift the chest, but without arching the lower back. Keep the lower back long. I'm going to do it 4 more times. Exhale, you bring the elbows together, lowering the head down. So it's more of a stretch in the neck. And inhale, lift and open. So send your elbows as far back as you can. There is a connection between your hands and your head. Again, exhale, round. Inhale to open. And one last time. Exhale, elbows together, head down, really long spine. And inhale, open. Okay, we stay here. Stay stable on your ball, try to not move it left or right. And then we go over to one side. So bend sideways, inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. Now we twist. Twist from your rib cage. Over to one side, exhale. Inhale, center, grow tall. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Again, side bend. Inhale, center, grow tall. Exhale to the other side. Try to not move your ball at all. Center, twist. Back to the middle. To the other side. Center, and one last time. Side bend. Center, to the other side. Center, twist. Connect with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. And back to the middle. Okay, we take the hands on the pelvis. And now we start moving the ball. So you can start rolling your pelvis, pubic bone to belly button, to roll the ball forward. And roll it all the way back, so arch the back. Here we really move the whole lower back. Inhale, back, exhale, forward. Relax the shoulders and keep sending your head up to the ceiling. It's working the same way on the chair with the small ball. So one last time. And then we do a full circle. You start forward with the pelvis, send it to one side, back, arch, and go over to the other direction, and circle the whole ball. Your feet stay at the same place, and your knees are ideally over the feet. So we are moving here the hip joints and our lower back. If you have too big ball like me, it's a bit challenging. But keep going. And then reverse, other way around. We're just warming up all the joints around the pelvic area. Try to keep your neck long and the shoulders relaxed. Maybe open slightly your mouth to relax the jaw. One last time. And then find your center. Let's see how is our balance today. Push a little bit more with the left foot. I'm going to do mirroring to you. Activate the whole left leg, and without shifting, lift first your heel, your right heel. Go on your big toe, and then find your balance and slowly lift the whole leg. So you didn't shift the weight. Place the foot down and push now with the right leg. Start lifting the heel. You notice that your whole body wants to shift over to the right side, but we resist and try to stay in the opposite direction. Lift the foot and lower down. One more time every side. Try to not shift at all. Maybe you already notice, even 1 millimeter we don't want to shift. Hello Birgit. Please take the big bowl. And then we'll lift again the right foot up. Activate your left leg, so the inner thigh pushes inward. So the whole right leg is active, and from here we stretch, the whole left leg is active. We stretch the right leg forward and bend. Stretch and bend. Even if you don't stretch it completely, try to hold your balance. If you need to take your arms to the sides for more balance. So all the time send your weight to the opposite direction, towards the lifted leg. So our deep core muscles and especially the obliques are working here. We add a small rotation, so everybody take your arms to the sides and we stretch the leg, and at the same time we twist towards that leg and back to center. So really activate the standing leg. And we grow tall. One more time on this side. Exhale, stretch the leg and twist. Woo. And come back. And lower the foot down. You can shake your knees a little bit. Shake that standing leg that was working so much. And push down now with the opposite leg. Activate it. Find your center. See that you don't shift over to the right. And lift the left leg. And when you're ready, you start stretching the leg out and bending. Here the thing is to not bend or arch the lower back. You stay completely neutral, even if you don't stretch completely the leg. If this is too much, you could as well optionally just lift and lower the foot, which is a little bit similar. Here what we're doing is a bit more challenging. 2 more times. All the time growing tall, opening the shoulders, ribs are in, and we have a small smile. And we check that we didn't shift over to the right side, shift it back to the left on your bowl. And we take the arms to the sides, find the balance, activate again, excuse me. And then we twist, we stretch the leg and twist to the side at the same time and come back. You stretch the leg and twist and come back. And one last time. Find your center and release. Okay, both feet down. It works. Most of the exercise is exactly the same if you're sitting on a chair on the bowl. So we open the legs wide and we go. Okay, the bowl has no edge, but imagine it had. So you're not on the top of the bowl, you're a little bit lower. And the legs are bent for the moment, so really open the knees to the sides. And then we bend one knee more and stretch the other leg and send the weight over the bent knee. And come back to center. And then to the other direction. So push at the same time down on the bowl. With some bowls it works better than with others. If you're on the chair, it's similar. So you're on the bowl and here rolling. So hopefully your chair stays at one place. Side to side. Okay, just one more time. And we keep the legs a little bit wide open. Push the knees to the sides and lean forward. So you can take your hands on the inner sides of your legs and just lean forward and release. Okay, we're going to lay down on the ball. Move a little bit. So see that you're alongside on your mat. And always safety first, see that you don't roll anywhere. And you want to have your ball somewhere underneath your rib cage. And then legs are bent for the moment. You can open the legs a little bit wider for more stability. And take your hands behind the head. Pull the pubic bone to the belly button, connect the ribs, inhale. And as you exhale, lift head, neck and chest up. And inhale to lower. Very simple chest lift. It works the same on the chair. So place your chair on the mat for more stability. Sit down first on the chair and then lay down on your ball. So here you have to play a little bit with the position. And maybe you take your elbows a little bit closer so you can roll up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Yes. We do 4 more. And try to lift your pelvis. So Paula, I would move the ball a little bit more towards your upper chest, not on the lower back. So walk with your feet further. Yes, there. Good. Yes, perfect. Now it's better. And at the same time as you lift the chest, you push the pelvis up. So it works the glutes. Yeah, good. Okay, and Birgit, the feet maybe a little bit closer for more challenge. 2 more. Andres, watch out that your knees don't open too much. And after the last one, you just roll down and you can let your arms sink down and relax here for a second. Okay, we take the hands behind the head again, interlace your fingers. And now we go for the obliques. You inhale, as you exhale, you lift all the way up and over to one side. And down, inhale. Exhale, all the way up and over to the other side. So try to think you're not lifting your head, not using the neck, but really your core and your ribs, they push into the ball. And you try to stay stable in your pelvis. Let's add some foot movement. So when you twist over to the right, you lift your right heel up. Lower the right heel as you roll down. And lift the left heel as you roll up to the left. Yes. Good. It should work on the chair as well, I hope. And if you feel you want to challenge yourself even more, try to lift the whole foot, which is going to be not so easy because we're not on a stable surface. Even yes, you can laugh about it. It's good. We are activating already the muscles, and even thinking about to lift that foot is already activating all the muscles. So it's a mind game. First you have to imagine it, and then it's happening. But it looks good, everybody. Just one more time on every side. Perfect. And then let yourself again Sink down, you can stretch your arms if you like, or place them on both sides of the bowl or chair, whatever you have, and try to stretch your legs out. Really stretch everything and let yourself rest here. This is our surrender position, the favorite exercise. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay, the next one is going to be for the hips. It's not working exactly on the chair. So maybe the ones that have the chair and the small bowl, you do just squats. You can still stay here relaxing. I show first other version. So for the ones with a small bowl, you do simple squats, one hand to the other, and then you bend your knees and go only so low that you keep your heels down and the lower back strong, and then you stretch. So you do this version, and the other ones with the big bowl. From this position where we are, you walk forward so that your pelvis is going to sink down. Here again, safety first. Please push into the bowl a little bit and keep your hands ready. I don't want you to slip. And then here we roll down. So push the pelvis to the bowl and lift. The feet are open as wide as the mat and show into diagonal. The feet and the knees are in the same line. So here you really want to go as low as you can with the heels down and up. You can support your head with your hands, or you can take the hands on your knees. So we're here mobilizing, improving the mobility in our hip joints. So we breathe in as we go down and breathe out as we go up. This is as well direct pelvic floor workout. Inhale to go down and exhale up. Try to really stretch the legs and build one straight line as you go up. And we do quite a few of those, maybe 10 more. Every time try to go as low as you can without lifting the heels, and see that your lines stay equal. Okay, Birgit, here you can open the knees more. So here we want wide. Yes. Good. And Maria, your goal is the same. You try to go as low as possible with the heels down. So we improve as well the mobility in our ankles. Perfect. I don't know who is counting, but I would say we have 2 more. And on the last one, we stay low. So Maria, you stay as well in your squat. And then here, we go a little bit side to side, shifting the weight on over to one foot and then the other. Exactly. So at the same time, try to push with the pelvis towards the bowl. And Maria, you can take elbows inside the knees and try to open them more. Okay, one more time. And then we lower all the way down to sit and turn around. So Maria, you can take your chair in front of you on the mat. And we're laying down on the back and placing both feet on the bowl or on the chair, whatever you have. And take them about hip distance apart, so 1 foot space between the feet. Arms by your sides. First, what we do is just take 3 deep breaths and use the breath and the bowl or the chair for activation. So we inhale, we're in the neutral spine position. As you exhale, you push with your heels down and notice what's happening in your belly. And inhale, release. So we have this small air cushion underneath the lower back. It means we're in the neutral. Pelvis is flat, arms by your sides. Inhale and exhale, push into your bow. So you don't change anything, you just push into the bow or in the chair. And I think everybody notices that the belly goes in automatically. Okay, one more time. And now we start tilting the pelvis. We inhale, as we exhale, you push into the bow and let the lower back go onto the mat. And we lift only the pelvis. So the lower back lifts in the pelvis. And then release, roll down and relax. Exhale, push into your bow and roll the pelvis. So you still have all the ribs on the mat. And inhale, release. This one is very good, especially for people with a lot of lordosis, that you're arching too much the lower back. So here we want to find and create more length in the lower back. So send the sitting bones underneath your knees and release. And we are in an unstable surface, so it adds more to our activation around the body. With the chair, of course, it's a little bit more stable, but a similar effect. Exhale, roll up and down. And next time we go all the way up in our bridge. So watch out that your shoulders are open. Chin slide to the chest for more length in the neck. Push down a little bit with your arms. Exhale, really important, push into the bow. If you don't push, the bow could roll away. So you push straight down. And then we go all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Roll one vertebra at a time with control down. So for this variation, we have the feet really on top of the bow and the feet are flexed and we push with the heels. A little bit afterwards, we're going to do another variation with a different positioning. So roll all the way up, inhale and exhale all the way down. So here you notice your legs so much more than in the usual bridging. One last time and we try to hold it for some time. Exhale. Find your perfect position so the pelvis pushes up, ribs down. There is this opposition. You support yourself with the arms and we hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in first and then roll with control. One vertebra at a time. Down and stretch your legs. Stretch your legs and you can roll side to side. If you're on the chair, maybe you just take your legs down and open them and relax. Okay. Now we take the feet flat on the bow, not on top, but more onto a diagonal. And bring the heels together and toes apart, like in a Pilates V. Okay, take your hands behind the head, interlace your fingers, inhale. As you exhale, chest lift. So push the lower back down and here we stretch the legs out. Inhale, bend the knees and roll down. So first we have the chest lift. Stretching the legs out, squeezing the inner thighs together, bending the legs and rolling down. With a small ball, you can just take the chair away and place your feet on the small ball and do the same. Yes. So you roll up. Good. Here the goal is to open the knees. So you open the knees as you bend the legs as wide as you can, and then you squeeze the inner thighs as much as you can as you stretch the legs. Yes. One more time. And next time you lift in the chest lift position, stay there. Stay into your chest lift position. Really anchor the lower back down, ribs down. Paula, lift your head a little bit more. Roll a little bit more. Yes, and now just the legs, a little bit quicker. Stretch and bend, stretch and bend. Only the legs. Yes, everything else stays up and stable. I think, Maria, you can send your ribs a little bit lower down. This is going to lift the upper body more. Yes, there. And we breathe continuously. Christina, roll up again. Don't sink down. Yes. And we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Roll down with your body. Stretch your legs out. And you can go side to side with the legs. Beautiful. Just check if I'm still recording. Yes, because last time it stopped. Okay. Good. Now we take, for some coordination, the arms are on the sides, parallel to the mat and to the body. We have the legs again in parallel position with the feet flat on the ball. And we are taking the left leg up to the ceiling and right leg forward. And bend. Then we switch. Left leg forward, right leg up to the ceiling. Yes, this is the movement of the legs. And now we add movement of the arms. So when you lift the right leg, left arm goes overhead and down. And switch. So it helps to think opposite arm, opposite leg, lift. They go in the same direction. Good. And we're doing all of this with a neutral, stable pelvis. One more time, so our brain must be already awake, I hope. Okay, leave your feet on the ball for a moment. We take both arms up to the ceiling now. And one arm goes to the side, left arm straight to the side, right arm overhead at the same time. And both arms up, over the shoulders. Then the right arm to the side, left arm overhead. So you're building a 90-degree angle with your arms on the floor. Do it a few times until you get familiar with that move and try to keep the body stable and just the arms move, shoulders are away from the ears. And now, I think it looks pretty good already. You know what's coming? We add the legs as well. So we start with both arms up to the sky. And, sorry, I have to coordinate what exactly are we doing. So we stretch, left leg up to the ceiling, right arm overhead, left arm to the side. And come back in the starting position. And switch. So this is here a lot of coordination happening for the brain. And we try to do it at the same time with neutral spine. So opposite leg, opposite arm like before, they go up and the arm to the side. Good. Check what your lower back is doing. Keep it neutral, even if you cannot stretch completely the leg. It's more important to keep the neutral spine position. Beautiful. Just 2 more. And last. And release. You can again roll your bow away from you, arms by your sides, and go side to side with your bow. Nice. Okay. Take the bow to the side for the moment, and we go with assisted row up to sitting, and take our bow on the side. So Maria and those of you who are doing the recording later and have no big bow, you're going to be doing the version from last week. I don't know if you were there, where we were going side to side with the knees down, and we with the bow, we take the bow really close to the legs and push against it, so you make sure it stays on the same spot. We have safety first, and then we stretch the upper leg, move a little bit, and push the ball down first. So you can really step with the foot and try to be kind of in the same line with the foot and the knee, and push the pelvis forward, hands behind the head, and go really over the ball here. Who's this? Krista, you can lean more to the ball, so you have your whole lower back here, the waistline on the ball. Yes, there. Okay, and then from here we inhale, and as we exhale, we lift the upper body. At the same time, you push into the ball, so it stays there. Inhale down, exhale lift. Yes. Find your stability, and here think of the head double chin, so the head is in the same line as your spine. Good. And we smile. 2 more. And Maria, you just go side to side, pushing the pelvis forward, zipping up the belly. And now we go just halfway down, so we are on a diagonal. Really push with the lower foot down, and we lift the upper leg up and touch the floor. And up and touch. If this is too much, you can of course hold the ball, or if your ball is not too big, you can support yourself even on the floor, or just one arm down and one hand behind the head. And Maria, you go from here to the side with one hand down, push forward with the pelvis, and here lift the leg up and down. Up and down. Yes. One more time, and everybody stays with the leg up. See that you didn't twist with the pelvis. Stretch your toes, and we do circles with the leg. Woo, good. Try to really stretch the whole foot. Even your pelvis more forward, just the pelvis. Rib cage is good, just the pelvis. So think rib cage back, pelvis forward. More, towards me, more, towards the camera. Good. And keep lifting that leg, we reverse the direction. Krista, lower the head a little bit lower. Yes, nice diagonal. Almost done. Keep lifting the leg and circling. Okay, last 2, 1, and release. Lower the foot down and just let yourself sink over the bow for a nice stretch here. And Maria, you can just go in the child's pose, bending the hips and arms forward. And we take here 2 long deep breaths. Really finding length in the side of the body. And release. Okay, we turn around on the bowl. So Maria, you need here chair and the small bowl. And then you go on the belly. And stretch your legs so that you have the bowl, center of the bowl underneath your belly, so you can push with the pelvis on the bowl. Okay. We first take the arms to the sides to balance. You can open the feet more for stability and push the pelvis into the bowl. And from here we bring the arms down and together with the head down. And then inhale, lift the head, but not so much the head, the chest and the arms, like a bird or like Superman. And exhale down. Inhale to lift. On the chair, I tested it. I hope it works for everybody. That you have your pelvis on the bowl or on the belly. So more on the belly actually. And then here you lower the arms and lift. So it should work. It's a little bit different. I hope the chair is straight. And we have 2 more. And then everybody relax, lower. So you can walk a little bit back, so you can lower the knees down and just relax over your bowl. You can place your head over to one side of the bowl and just take your 2-3 deep breaths. Another favorite position on the bowl. It feels very nice because it supports the curvature of the spine. And try to send your breath up in the upper part of your back. And if you have the head over to one side, turn it to the other side for 2 more breaths. And come back. Okay, we go on the knees. We stand up. Because here, take the bowl all the way at the beginning of your mat, and then we lay on the bowl, and we walk forward until you have the bowl underneath your upper thighs. The hands are underneath your shoulders, and here try to find one straight line. Maria can use only the chair without the bowl. So you have your legs on the edge of the chair. Okay, we find our neutral, so we don't hang here. Pull the belly in and up, push yourself away from the floor. We hold this straight line, chin to the chest a little bit, and then when we bend the elbows, the legs go a little bit higher and lower. So we're staying in this completely straight line, and even if you bend just a little bit, it's already working, or you can optionally just hold. So lift your rib cage, everybody. We do 2 more. If you want to challenge yourself, you bend even more. And then carefully walk back, swing back to go off your ball. Alright. We stand up. So chair away. Actually, the chair you can use it. You place it in front of you. I show in a moment. So we have the big ball. We're standing. I'll go a little more to the side so you can see me. We inhale to roll toe. And as you exhale, start rolling down, standing roll down. So chin to the chest. Take your hands on your bow and try to not shift the weight back or not too much. And at the same time, roll the bow forward and stretch the spine. Inhale and exhale from the lower back and the pelvis. So roll back up and stretch the spine. Inhale. Exhale again. Roll down. Find your bow. Inhale to stretch. So send the weight more forward. If you need to bend slightly your knees. And exhale, roll back. This time you can hold your hands on your bow and just perform the last part with going forward, inhale and exhale, rounding. With the chair, you just roll down, standing, and then you take your hands forward and stretch. And then again, up and down. Exactly, we do 3 or 4 more repetitions of this, and you try to really activate the pelvis and elongate the lower back. Maria got creative. It works perfectly with a small ball. Yes. Nice. Andres, you need to bend more your knees. Bend the knees more to really stretch the spine. Head not so low. Head a little bit higher. And lift the chest. Yes, there. Good. But when you go up, you roll through the lower back. This is the movement. Yes, this looks good. That's it for you. And then start from your pelvis. There. Perfect. Krista, you can bend a little bit the knees, just a little bit, so you can stretch completely your chest. Yes, that's it. It looks good. And one last time. We go up, everybody. Stretch, standing. Leave the ball for the moment. And we take the hands on the pelvis. Stretch the whole spine. Chin to the chest. Zip up. We lift one foot up. It doesn't matter which one. And then from here, we try to lift the heel up and down. And lift the heel up and down. Just 2 more times. Even if you lose completely the balance, try it. And one more. And we switch. The other foot. Lift the knee up. Stretch. So it always helps. When you find your center, everything is so much easier. Up and down. And of course, it's a matter of working the muscles. Up and down. Maybe you notice one side is not so stable. It's okay. We're working on it. And one last time. Lift. And lower. And shake. Both legs. Let's like this. Let's take the right foot on the front, on the heel. Go over the outer edge of the foot, spread your toes. So you have really stability here. Bend a little bit that knee and stretch the back leg completely. So you can play a little bit with your pelvis, twist and untwist until you find your pelvis parallel to the floor. Ribs in. And you can stretch the arms behind us. Inhale, when you're ready, start lifting the leg and lowering the upper body. Try to be parallel to the floor without lifting the left hip, and lower the foot with control down. So you should stay in this perfectly straight line, ideally. Challenge yourself 2 more times. Push with all 5 toes of your right foot. Send the right knee a little bit out to activate everything. And with control. Back. Perfect. Just one more time. We're playing here, it doesn't have to be perfect. And go back. Shake both legs. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left foot on the heel first. Outer edge, spread your toes like the gecko. So really anchor yourself. Push down with the big ball of your foot, knee a little bit outwards, bend slightly the knee, stretch the back leg. Here again, first you can play a little bit with the pelvis, so we twist with the whole body until you find your center. Ribs in, arms by your sides. And when you're ready, you start lifting the leg. 3 or 4 times in total. Finding your balance. Beautiful. Try to not rotate the pelvis. Stay parallel to the floor. And this should be the last repetition. And come back and release. Shake your legs. We take again our bow. And we're doing very similar move like just before, what we did, the roll down, but with some rotation added to that. Can you see me? I think so. Alright, we take the left hand behind the head, and the feet are hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Try to keep the pelvis showing to the front as much as you can. Then we twist the upper body to the side. So you open the left elbow, so you send it more back. And here you start rolling down in this twisted position. And then roll your bow away and try to open even a little bit more your elbow up to the sky. Then look to the bow and open it one more time. And roll back up, starting from your pelvis. Then we change. Other hand, twist to the opposite direction. Inhale. As you exhale with this twisted position, you roll your spine down. Try to not send the pelvis too much back. Really open the chest. Look to the bow, open again, and roll up. And keep switching every time the other hand. I think most of you need to bend a little bit the knees, unless you feel super flexible and you want to add more, then you can open. Yes. So bend really, yes, that's good. Beautiful. Yvonne, your bow is very small, so you can really bend the knees more. And send the pelvis more up. Send the pelvis more, sorry, arching the back, arching the back. Yes, there. Good. area. Don't forget to articulate the lower back when you roll up. So start from the pelvis. Yes. Good job, everybody. One more repetition. And then let the ball roll all the way up in the center. Move the ball away from you. And we'll do another 2 standing roll downs into push-up. So I have to move everything away. The ball never stays at the same place, but you have it the same. Okay, so we have the mat in front of us, arms by the sides. Inhale to roto. Exhale, chin to the chest. We roll 1 vertebra at a time down. If you need to bend the knees, we walk 3 steps with the hands until you have your hands underneath your shoulders. Make sure you're in a completely straight line. Bend slightly the elbows. Push up. Send your pelvis up and walk back. Relax the head and the arms. Inhale and we roll back up to standing. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Articulate the spine down. Nice C curve. The weight is over the feet. We walk forward. Find your position. If you want to just hold, or you bend your elbows close to the body, Pilates style. Walk back. And walk all the way up. We're going one last time down, and we're going to stay in the push-up position. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down. So we don't do a push-up, but we're going to hold the plank position and move the legs. Push yourself really away from the floor. Long neck. Look down. And we lift the left foot just off the ground. Push with the right heel back. Front. And lower the left foot. Then we lift the right foot. And push back. Front. Lower the foot. Switch. Just one more time either side. So we're like sliding. And we go all the way down on the belly. Try to do one perfect push-up if you want to lower the knees down. And we go all the way down. Keep the hands exactly where they are. Bring the elbows close to you. Flatten the feet. Pelvis a little bit more into the ground. And we'll start lifting head, neck, chest. Pull the belly in and we keep lifting. Inhale. And exhale, bend your elbows and articulate the spine down. The head is the last one to go down. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, lift head, neck, breastbone. Keep pulling the belly in. Good, inhale there. And exhale. Roll down. Next time we stay up. Inhale, exhale. Very important, don't let the lower belly hang, the lower back and the belly hang. Support your lower back. And now we turn over to one side and bend the elbow on that side. Back to center, to the other side. And one more time each side. So you bend the same elbow where you turn, up and to the other. Maybe you hear some clicks on your spine, on your rib cage. And elbows bend, go all the way down. Push yourself back into the child's pose. Either with the arms in front of you or behind, whatever feels good. Relax the head. Take your 2 deep breaths. And then roll up. We take again our bowl because we almost forgot the second side. Oh, it's me. I almost forget it. So we need the bow now on the other side. We first had it, for you it was on the left side. So now it should be on the right. Push into the bow, stretch the upper leg. And make sure that your waistline is on the bow. Maria, you can do the same variation on the knee, on the knees. Hands behind the head, push a little bit the head into your hands, inhale. And as you exhale, start lifting and lowering. Again, please take your time, safety first. I don't want the ball to roll away from you. Watch out that you didn't twist with the pelvis. And go straight up here. And down. So depending on the size of your bow, you're going to be a little bit lower or higher into your position of your body, but it doesn't matter, it works the same muscles. Just stay stable and try to not twist. Both elbows, both shoulders, both pelvic bones, both foot and knee should be ideally on the same line with no twist. And one more time. Then we go just halfway down, so we have this nice diagonal line. Check that you're stable first, and then we start lifting the upper leg up and down. There is no rotation in the leg, the knee shows straight forward. It's easier to rotate it outwards, but we try to keep it neutral to work here the upper side of our leg. Good, almost done. We did quite a few on the other side, so we want to have the same amount of working. And then we are going to stay up and do circles. And we smile. Ooh, legs are burning. Pull the belly in, ribs in. Chin slide to the chest, you have this nice long neck. Keep lifting the leg. Stretch your foot. Almost done, reverse. Other way around. We balance on the bow. If you need to hold the bow, of course. And 3, 2, 1. And lower the leg down and relax over you go. Stretch here and take here 2 long deep breaths. Try to relax the neck. Perfect. And then with control we go off the ball. Now we roll the ball away. And we go on the back. Both arms by your sides. Bring the feet a little bit wider. Not as wide as the mat and not as narrow as the pelvis, but a little bit wider. And we just go with the knees side to side. This time the knees are not together. Go all the way down with one knee, then with the other. And if you want to add the movement of the head, when the knees go to the right, turn your head to the left, back to center, to the opposite direction, and center. So we're twisting a little bit the pelvis, but it's more for the hips here. To mobilize one last time the hips. And then leave your knees over the left side, so the left knee is on the ground. You can open your arms a bit wider if you need to. And we stretch the right leg and bring it over the left knee and as far up towards your face as you can. and then you swing it to the other side and let the knee follow. I hope you have more space than me here. And then again, one more time, you lower the knee and go over with the leg and swing it to the other side. And then reverse. So both knees, both feet are on the ground, both knees back. And we bring the knees over to the right side. Stretch the left leg, go over your right leg. And swing to the opposite direction. Just let the right knee follow. We keep the left leg straight. Good. And if you can, both shoulders down. The head just can move around one last time. And come back to center. Hug both knees to your chest. Really close to you. Inhale. As you exhale, empty first completely your belly and your lungs, and then lift head, neck, and chest up and squeeze everything together. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and then inhale and lower the head down. We'll do it one more time. It's our usual detox for the organs. Inhale. Imagine they're like sponges that you squeeze out. Exhale first, breathe out all the air. Really empty, 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 empty. Keep breathing out until you feel the vacuum, and then you lift the head towards the knees and you hold it for 3, 2, 1, and inhale. Lower the head down, stretch your legs and arms. Pull yourself pretty long. We inhale, exhale, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, head, neck, and chest up. Exhale, we roll the way up and over the legs. And stretch. Alright, we cross the legs in a comfortable position. Take the arms to the sides. Stretch them out as far out as you can, and then we turn the palms facing up and feel your shoulders. So you compress your shoulders down as you turn the palms facing up, and then we turn them down. I go a little bit closer, so maybe. So we have the palms facing down, and then you really push the shoulders down and release. So this is activation for the shoulders. You should feel your shoulders, I hope. At the same time, ribs in as you push the shoulders down. Yes. Just one more time. And release. Okay. Roll your shoulders to the back and to the front. And we take one last deep breath in here. Together, inhale, arms up.